This is for private equity and M&A firms. Imagine a world where high-quality business sellers are reaching out to you. That means no more chasing leads day in and day out. In just 3 months, the Venturi method, aka our method, generated 347 quality leads, 77 LOIs, and 13 contracts, which led to 4 businesses being closed with 3 more on the way. This is for you if you're a private equity or M&A firm tired of outdated, inefficient deal sourcing methods. You've experienced the frustration of brokers shopping the same deal to multiple buyers, inflated acquisition costs, and the loss of exclusivity. Maybe cold calling and chasing unresponsive leads have wasted valuable time and resources. And at the end of the day, you just want a consistent, scalable pipeline of high-quality sellers who come to you. Again, no more chasing leads every single day. Just so you know what this document covers, we're going to discover how our method revolutionizes deal sourcing. It honestly flips the script so that sellers are reaching out to you, eliminating the need for actual cold calls and wasted time chasing those unqualified leads. Literally through this whole system, you'll get all the lead information, understand exactly where they're at and if they're the right fit for your business or firm. You will gain insights into the pitfalls of traditional approaches, from brokers juggling the same deals across multiple firms to labor-intensive cold outreach and competitive shared lead platforms, and why these methods fall short in today's markets. And then we're going to learn how a better way to connect / how it works. So really how our precision digital marketing and data-driven strategy targets motivated sellers across key sectors like restaurants, home services, manufacturing, professional services, etc. It's really whatever sector you're trying to go after, we can really hit anything. And this ensures every outreach is not only relevant, but also highly effective. Also, see how a 24/7 automated process delivers pre-qualified, high-quality opportunities, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, evaluating and closing deals with confidence. So basically, the execution part of this. And then, why it matters. Understand how our approach saves time, cuts acquisition costs, and positions your firm as a trusted acquirer in your industry, transforming your entire deal sourcing process for long-term success. So let's first start with some facts. In just 3 months, these are the results that we are able to deliver, and actually, it's kind of at low scale in all, relativity. And that did lead to 4 total businesses closed during that period, with 3 more, again, actively in process, and we're getting more and more every single day. It's been working really, really well. This is the screenshot from the pipe drive during that time, just so you know, we're not lying. This is all true data. And the best part, again, these leads aren't cold. They're reaching their business owners actively exploring a sale, reaching out to you first. So there's no cold calls, no chasing, there's no wasted time on unqualified leads. But if you've been in the M&A and private equity space, which if you're watching this video, I am assuming you are, you know the struggle. From brokers shopping the same deal to multiple firms, which only inflate costs and reduce exclusivity, through our process, you own 100% of the leads, okay? And of course, that drives up competition. There's a cold outreach section of this, which all of these, there's a place for it, but it's just still ineffective. So cold outreach, time consuming, labor intensive, and hit or miss. It's extremely hit or miss. Associates waste hours chasing uninterested leads because who likes being cold called, right? Or shared lead platforms, right? These platforms create a feeding frenzy, often sending you the same opportunity as at least 5 other firms. And the problem goes even deeper in fragmented industries, which this works better and better in. Business owners in these sectors often lack awareness of the M&A process. Many don't know their business is sellable, what it's worth, or even how to find the right buyer. All those leads we talked about above, like 50 to 60% of them haven't been listed on any platform. They were completely exclusive. So that's why those methods fail to connect with these owners in a way that resonates, leaving a massive pool of untapped opportunities on the table. So what if there was a way to solve all of these issues where sellers not only came to you, but were qualified, ready, and aligned with your acquisition goals? So that's where we want to introduce you to our method. It is a modern, key emphasis on modern here, data-driven approach to deal sourcing that eliminates inefficiencies and puts your firm in front of the right sellers at the right time. And here's how it works. So for starters, precision targeted digital marketing. It identifies and attracts motivated sellers that meet your acquisition criteria. Instead of waiting for brokers or referrals, we reach business owners directly where they already spend their time, scrolling social media, searching online, and engaging with content like everyone does across the world. It eliminates manual cold outreach and minimizes wasted time on unqualified leads. In fact, the sellers will be reaching out to you to explore a sale, not the other way around, okay? And also works 24/7, ensuring a consistent automated pipeline of opportunities so your team can focus on execution instead of chasing down unresponsive leads. It works day and night. Before people, actually get to work, people are on their phone, reaching out on, through digital marketing. Works on the weekend, tons of leads there. That's a really, really key part of this. And this whole method really flips the traditional deal sourcing model on its head, making your firm the one that sellers want to work with because they're already seeing your company, engaging with your messaging, and making the first move. That's the real psychological kind of switch there. And the problem with old strategies is, the truth is, these traditional deal sourcing methods just don't cut it anymore, especially when you're looking to scale your acquisition goals. These approaches are not only harder to scale, but they're unpredictable and far less efficient. And we kind of already went through all this, but you understand kind of why brokers, cold outreach, and shared lead platforms, which is some of the best ways to scale acquisitions, they just don't get you to where they need to be. And the bottom line, these methods are just simply outdated and inefficient, which is why digital marketing comes in to change the game. So let me explain how digital marketing here bridges the gap. So digital marketing is the game changer that bridges the gap between buyers and sellers, solving inefficiencies that traditional methods they can't address. It can't be possible. And here's why it works. Precision targeting. So we have a whole list here. I'll just take you through it. Precision targeting, platforms like Meta, LinkedIn, and Google Ads allows to target specific sellers based on criteria like revenue, industry, and geography. We do it in a unique way. It's not like there's actual direct settings that you can tap on like, hey, we want this revenue range. But the way we do it, we can attract the right sellers. For an example, this whole thing that this is built around is kind of like a case study. It was focused on a roll-up firm focused on restaurants, right? So just like restaurants, pizza shops, things of that nature. We launched a campaign targeting owners with around this revenue range, and it's all based on the questionnaires we asked them, in key metro areas. And these campaigns reached exactly the decision makers our client wanted to connect with. Right when we flipped it on, it was like floodgates opening up. It worked really, really well. And then there's the multi-industry flexibility section. Digital marketing doesn't limit you to one sector. Whether you're targeting restaurants, retail businesses, manufacturing, all the stuff we listed above, like HVAC, plumbing, professional services, the list goes on. These are just examples, but I promise, depending on your niche, we can hit it. We create campaigns tailored to each industry simultaneously, expanding your reach and maximizing efficiency. Then geo-targeting, advanced location-based tools on Google and Meta let us focus on specific areas where your firm wants to grow. So if you're a roll-up firm of sorts, that's where it's really key. But it just ensures every dollar of your ad spend is being used strategically. Then we have unbeatable cost efficiency. With digital ads on platforms like Meta, LinkedIn, and Google, you can reach thousands of relevant business owners for as little as $10 to $30 per thousand impressions. That's what CPM stands for. Compare this to time and cost of cold outreach. It's clear why this, has such a high ROI. And some of the last few points we have here, scalability. Unlike cold outreach, which is time consuming and resource intensive, of course, digital marketing campaigns on platforms like, Google, Meta, LinkedIn, they run 24/7, continuously generating a pipeline of high intent leads. All incoming deals are sent directly to you. The way we do it is kind of like a form. So a seller will come to your website, hit a form, fill everything out, so then you can review and filter through opportunities based on your predetermined criteria. This ensures you stay in control of which leads you pursue without adding any incremental burden to your team. And then my favorite, seller-centric engagement. Digital ads attract business owners who express interest first. We're big on psychology here, and this is like the biggest piece of it. It allows them to take the initial step in the conversation. This approach builds trust, makes sellers feel in control, and increase their openness to meaningful conversations. Again, this lead comes to you, not the other way around. And then these last 2 points, building awareness and trust. Beyond generating leads, digital campaigns position your firm as a professional and trusted buyer. Sellers see your ads repeatedly day in and day out. Whether they're scrolling on Meta, LinkedIn, or searching on Google, they become familiar with your brand before they even reach out. This awareness dramatically increases the likelihood of engagement. And then data-driven optimization. Tools like the Metapixel, Google Analytics, and conversion APIs allow us to track seller behavior, measure campaign performance in real time, and refine targeting to continually improve lead quality. Now, before we dive too deep, I want to talk about our vision as well. We have a few other spots after vision, like how the method works step by step, why it works, and who benefits from this. But I thought we'd throw this in here just so you understand where we come from. You gotta understand, of course, results are our biggest thing, but we're also driven by a mission, and mostly it's to preserve small businesses and the legacies they represent, and really to empower ethical acquirers who want to make difference in small businesses. So we came up with a way to really connect buyers and sellers, or maybe advisors, or however your firm's position, in ways to promote growth, trust, and opportunity. As passionate entrepreneurs ourselves, we know what it's like to be in the seller's shoes. We understand the challenges, the years of hard work, and the deep personal investment that goes into building a business. That's why we're uniquely qualified to craft and execute highly targeted campaigns that speak directly to business owners, ensuring they connect with the right buyers who align with their vision. With over a decade of combined expertise in digital marketing within our firm and agency, we've helped more than 50 clients generate over $100 million in revenue in our first agency. So $100 million revenue was our total client revenue. From high-performing ad campaigns to conversion-focused landing pages, we've built scalable systems that consistently put the right opportunities in front of the right people. And our experience has sharpened not only our technical expertise, but also our ability to tailor digital marketing strategies to fit any business model, maximizing reach, efficiency, and results. And I want to take you back to the first trial of this, which is when we came and partnered with an entrepreneur looking to expand his portfolio by acquiring mom and pop restaurants and bars, kind of like what I was talking about above. After explaining our approach, we launched those precision targeted ad campaigns to attract business owners who were actively or passively considering selling. Using high converting landing pages and multi-channel lead nurturing, we engage sellers, address their concern, and position our client as a trusted buyer. The results were undeniable. In just a few weeks, we generated a steady stream of qualified leads that met the client's acquisition criteria. This success validated the scalability and efficiency of our method, improved its potential to revolutionize deal sourcing in fragmented industries. As we talk a little bit, I might stumble on my words. Speaking for 12 minutes isn't the easiest thing. But the idea of this method was further redefined through conversations with industry leaders, including an M&A professional with over 20 years of experience and the CEO of Roth Capital. They were kind of our advisors / mentors in this whole process. These early endorsements reinforce our belief that digital marketing could revolutionize deal sourcing by offering scalable, data-driven solutions. And today, this method bridges the gap between buyers and sellers, modernizing deal sourcing and creating opportunities that preserve businesses and foster growth. So, that being said, let me take you through step by step how the method actually works in action. So step number 1 is crafting these precision ad campaigns. So first, we identify your ideal seller based on revenue, industry, geography, or any other pre-identified criteria required for the buyer, aka yourself or an advisor, again, however your firm is positioned. We then create targeted campaigns on, Meta, Google, and LinkedIn, depending on which ones we go with first. Again, this all depends on where your audience really sits. So Meta is more of passive lead generation. It engages businesses owners where they are already spending their time, such as scrolling through their Facebook or Instagram feeds. These ads attract sellers who may not be actively searching for buyers, but are open to exploring their options when presented with the right opportunity. This, generally speaking, produces the best results. Google's great, LinkedIn's great, but Meta is generally where we want to be. Then Google is more active lead generation. So capture sellers who are already searching for answers such as how to sell my business or business buyers near me. These high intent leads are further down the decision making process and they're ready to take action. And then LinkedIn, which is more professional targeting and relationship building. So this can reach business owners and key decision makers in professional settings. LinkedIn. They allow for precise targeting based on your industry, company size, and job title, ensuring your message gets in front of sellers who are actively engaged in business discussions and planning for the future. LinkedIn does generally cost a little more in terms of ad costs and cost per clicks and things like that. That's why we go with Meta a lot of the time, but they all have their place, right? So while Meta and Google form the foundation of a well-rounded lead generation strategy, LinkedIn can then be introduced to further refine targeting and enhance engagement with high-value sellers. By leveraging all three platforms strategically, we ensure maximum reach and connection with the right business owners at the right time. To then attract the right sellers, we design targeted ads specifically tailored to business owners' needs. And here's how they look in action. For meta ads here, these are visually engaging posts that appear directly in the seller's Facebook or Instagram feeds, and they feature clear messaging like, thinking about selling your business? Here's how to find the right buyer. Or, ready to retire? We help small business owners connect with ethical buyers. In that case, it's more advisory. In the case of like a firm buying the business, this is a great example. Ready to sell your pizza shop? Let's talk. We buy businesses quickly and discreetly, no need for a broker. This is one of our best performing ads, and it's because we address any objections up front, and discreet is very, very important for these guys, so we put it all right in the ad. There's Google search ads. These ads appear at the top of Google search results when sellers type in queries like how to sell my business, how to find a buyer for my restaurant. Just enter whatever you're thinking that that your seller might be thinking of. That's what we'd be going after. Here's an example of a Google ad. If you literally type in anything on Google, that's what it's going to show up for Google ads for like the first 4 results. These ads are specifically designed to speak directly to motivated sellers, addressing their concerns and goals, encourage sellers to reach out to your firm first, making them feel in control, and showcase your firm as a professional and trusted buyer, building trust before a conversation even begins. Okay, so that's the step. That's the first step. Now, step 2, we want to talk about designing high converting landing pages. All ads point to a landing page, so we need to make sure the landing page converts, which I talked about in the first point there. These pages, they establish credibility with testimonials and case studies. They include clear call to actions to guide sellers to the next step. And key is, are mobile optimized for seamless user experience. Step 3, multi-channel lead nurturing. Sellers rarely take action after just one touch point. A multi-channel approach ensures they stay engaged and build trust with your firm. So paid advertising platforms like Meta, Google, and LinkedIn, they bring in the leads, but then we use email and SMS sequences to really engage the lead. So once the seller engages, they enter a structured follow-up system. Automated yet personalized emails educate them on the selling process, share success stories, and position your firm as the best choice. And then SMS as a direct high engagement touch point, ensuring no opportunity is lost. And then we also incorporate retargeting ads, which are just ads on those platforms where we just keep ads in front of these users in case they didn't fill out a form. And then consistent engagement. The whole point of this is it prevents lost opportunities. This system ensures sellers remain engaged, reinforces your firm's credibility, and keeps you top of mind throughout their decision-making process. And then step 4, this is where pre-qualification starts at the very first step using multi-step lead forms, which I talked about. Leads are further vetted based on acquisition criteria such as revenue, industry fit, and location. And then it connects directly into your CRM depending on what you use, so you can see all of the leads, and then you can reach out to anyone important, which we can also do for you. And if you haven't realized why this works yet, it's, again, the main 3 points is sellers come to you, it's very scalable and efficient, and confidentiality. Sellers feel secure knowing their privacy is protected. So if you're wondering who benefits from this strategy, it's a mix of people, but the way I can put it like here is anyone looking to get in front of business sellers. So any business owners looking to sell, this is who it's for. So lower middle market firms, roll-up specialists, search fund entrepreneurs, strategic acquirers, or even M&A advisors. Whether you fit into one of these categories or, again, simply looking for a more effective way to source leads and scale your acquisition, this is who it's for. So if you're ready to go, all we need you to do is just click the links, one of the call to actions on our site, and schedule a free strategy session today. It's a discovery call. You'll see how we can help you secure better deals faster and just learn our process, and it's a time for us to chat. So make sure to do that now.